Hello everybody, how are ya? Welcome to our live tonight, Saturday night. Let's get some chalking tonight. I'm feeling a little out of sorts these days without routine and having everybody home, but I am getting some stuff done. Getting a little bit of cleaning done. I did the under the bathroom sink today. Ooh, things just seem to gather there, don't they? It is amazing. Let me just find us over here on my laptop here, so I can bring up comments, and then we're going to get chalking tonight. We've got a really cute project tonight. There we are. So if you want to start a chalking party tonight, please help me out. And we'll share this out. I'll see if I can find a group here. Facebook's changed up their algorithm here. Okay, we'll take that one. All right. So let's get going. And I will just bring it up on the full screen here. There we go, so I can see comments. That's perfect. Perfect. Good. Oh, hey Shelly, how are ya? Yes, I'm trying to clean. I know, it's... What else are you supposed to do, hey? You might as well get those spring chores done. So, we are going to have some fun tonight. I have been wanting to do these transfers for a while. I hadn't ordered them in, so I did place an order and went with the beehive theme. And this is what we're doing tonight. We're actually going to use 3 transfers. So we've got a great big beehive. We have Home is Where Your Honey Is, and some great beehive cells and some different embellishments. And then I'm thinking we're going to include some little design on a chalk chip, and we might steal some of the pieces from this one. And we might be using 4 transfers tonight. It's a good night. All right, so let's get started. Let's start with this beehive and get this opened up. We're going to be working on a black canvas tonight. This one I believe is 12 by 18. So I think we'll do pretty good with fitting it onto our canvas. And then I'll pop back tomorrow night and I will finish it up. I think I'll put a simple rustic frame on it and maybe a bow, and we'll hang our tag or 2 from the top. So let me get this one cut apart. So I don't know if you can see, this one has the little bee at the top and its little flying path, it's a little dotted flight path, if that's the term we would use for it. I think so. That's what I'm going to use tonight. All right. So we'll get these off. I think we'll start with our beehive, and then we'll fit everything else onto it, however we want it to go. We'll figure it out as we go along. I wasn't sure what I was going to do tonight. I had a few different projects, a few different things that I wanted to do, but I actually opened up my shipment that arrived on Friday afternoon, and I saw this and I thought, that's the one we're doing tonight. Okay, so let's get this opened up. I'll kind of get these ready to go, and then we'll be, we can just zip along and get everything done. Am I going to put a bow on it? Well, I think I might, but I think I might do that off camera. I do have some nice burlap that I think I'll add to it, but I don't have the really nice wired burlap that I like to use for a bow whenever I make bows. Anybody hopping on and doesn't know me, I'm not a big bow person. They have a time and a place, and I can't say I dislike bows. I just don't like putting them on everything. I like using jute rope and all kinds of stuff like that instead. So all I'm doing is cutting apart my transfer here. You probably can't see them, but I do have some cut lines, and I'll just get everything separated here, and we'll have a really cute bee pattern, bee project. So this is actually quite great that I don't think I'm going to use those pieces. This is quite great to be able to use 4 transfers tonight, combine 4 transfers. So let's see how we do with that. And I love these little bees on here. Can you see those guys there? We'll use that, and I think we're going to use Honeybee Farms, established 1894, on our tag. We might do 2 tags tonight. It might be a wild and crazy night, I'm telling you. It's all about bees, so let's think spring, because it's starting to warm up outside, and it's just about time to get out into the gardens and get things cleaned up. So that will be kind of nice. If we can't get out and about, at least we can get out in the yard. And we've been terrible the last couple of years because we have a place up at the lake, so we have actually, it's been a colder spring, so we haven't been very good at getting our gardens here all completely cleaned out, because we've had the cold springs, and then our park opens up and we go up and we end up spending every weekend up at the lake. So I'm gonna get rid of this little drop down menu here so I can see. All right, so let's lay this out. I don't think we're using that one tonight. We might use these. We'll use that. Sweeter Than Honey, I'm not sure. We'll set that one aside, and let's get ourselves organized, and let's get the volume turned down on this thing, because I'm hearing myself echo over here. There. Okay, so the beehive is first. Yeah, it's nice the snow's disappeared, hasn't it? It's the weather's actually turning out quite nicely. Be nice to get out there and clean everything up. My husband was out there starting on some of that stuff today, and we've got a couple of trees that we either want to take down or move, or... Okay, I'm going to get this all stuck to me, aren't I? So because I'm using the canvas, I am not going to fuzz it today. With fuzzing it, you want to add some lint to the back of it so it doesn't stick as firmly to your surface. And if I was working with a solid surface, I would most definitely do that. It protects your transfer from stretching and sticking too firmly, as I said. But I am not going to do that this time because I'm working on a fabric on a canvas. I think I like where that is. Let me just see if it kind of seems, I think it seems fairly straight. So the air bubbles out. It's a little bit trickier working on a canvas. I actually have, I'll take my fuzzing cloth. I'm just going to put it in behind the fabric just to get a little more firmness to press against there. So if you're just joining us, we're doing the beehive tonight. You guys got me all, I actually put makeup on today and put my better sweatshirt on. You guys are getting spiffed up me. And I think for my beehive, I am going to use iced coffee. Yeah, I think I'm going to use iced coffee. I'll give it a stir up. Feel free to share if you know anybody who would want to join in with us tonight. Share, and we can have a little fun party going tonight. Fun Saturday night, huh? Well, I can't say I'm of the age that I'm out in the bars on Saturday night, so I might as well be chalking. Alright, so I think we're pretty good consistency there. I think we're pretty good. I think I can still hit myself over here. Thought I had turned it off. Okay, there, that's better. I like that better. Because we're using a bigger surface here, I'm going to use my small squeegee. It's a good size for a little bit larger area. Just get it spread through. So what's everyone been up to? How's everybody occupying their time? I have to say it does get a little bit long each day. You get up and you're thinking, what are we going to do today? I guess because I'm not working. If I was working from home, or I do work at my chalk, so it does fill some time up. But I have to say I have been a little bit draggy these days. I don't know, losing a little bit of zest. I want to get out into the stores and find some more crafting things. Grounded with social distancing. Yeah, this is a good thing to do any night. I agree. Okay. Let's see how our beehive looks. Oh, I like it. Looking good. I just have a water bath over here. I'm going to soak this into it. And because it's a bigger transfer, I might clean it up right away so I can put it off to the side. If you don't mind, and then you get a chance to see how we clean a transfer for those of you who don't know. I'm just going to take my towel. Just going to give it a little bit of a jiggle around in the water there. I'm just going to wet my towel because I'm putting this sticky side down. The transfers are reusable, and they have a nice adhesive backing that sticks well to everything. So let me just try not to stick it too well to this. And I'm just going to use my board eraser, give it a clean up on this side. You can see how quickly that cleans up. Just because this is a little bit bigger, I don't want to leave it sitting in my water hanging out the edges, because I will make a mess of it. And let me flip it over and we'll do the other side. And then we'll set it aside to dry, and then it will be ready to go again. So each of our transfers, for those who might be watching that are not familiar with them, are reusable. They're silk screen transfers. You can use them The company says 8 to 12 times, but if you take really good care of them, we do get a lot more use out of them than that. Yeah, it does. The iced coffee does show really, really well, eh, Shelley, on the canvas. It kind of pops. I almost went with the bright yellow, the bumblebee. How appropriate, eh? The bumblebee yellow. But I'm happy with that color. All right, there we go. And I'm just using a lint-free paper towel, like a shop towel. A lot of the mechanic shops use them. There, just give it a bit of a wipe off, and you can see that it's almost ready to go then. Again, it's sticky. I'm gonna set this on my back counter. And we'll keep going. Alrighty, this should be pretty much dry. Oh, there's a couple of drops on my canvas. I think we're okay though. I think we'll be just fine. Not quite dry. I'm going to hit it with the hair dryer and just dry it along. It dries pretty quickly. Dog hair all over me here. It does dry pretty quickly. And I do want it completely dry because some of my other transfers, as I lay them, will touch this first piece, and I don't want it to, with the adhesive backing, start to lift this. So how about we start with some of our wording. So we have home is where your honey is. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to put home is where there. I think I can fit your, and then I'll put honey is. Do I want to do it that way? Maybe, but can I do it this way? Home is where your, that might be getting a little tight down there, so let's not fuss too much with it. Just have the bees buzz around up here, I guess. We can have some fun with where we're going to have them buzz. And I think I'm going to do this in white. Left my paste open. Don't do as I do, do as I say. Put your paste away. We don't want it to dry out. Do this in white. This one's a little thick. The white usually is. We'll give it a good stir up. I'm going to add a little bit of water just to thin it out just a little bit. So what has everyone been doing at home? Keeping themselves busy besides work. For you, those of you that are still working. For those of you that are still working, do you like working from home? If you are, how's that working out? It's different, isn't it? It's a different thing. It's you really have to have really good time management to work from home, I would say, to be able to get up and get to your desk and get done what you need to get done in a day without any distractions. I know somebody who works from home in this house that seems to work longer hours than they would when they're at the office. It doesn't seem to be an off time, although it has been pretty busy times with all of this going on, so that's understandable too. But it must be hard to develop that work-time balance, personal balance. You don't enjoy working from home at all, eh? How are you finding the time balance? Being able to have your work time and your personal time without them overlapping. Is that hard to do? I think I would have a hard time with that. I'm retired, but I'm a nurse by profession, so it's not really something that I can bring home with me. They kind of like it when we nurse at the hospital. Did I get that crooked? Not too bad. Might be a little. Just gonna dry it up real quick. You got some pallets made up, ready to chop chili? That's good. Are you doing the same size pallets as the other ones that you made up? I think those are probably about 12 by 15 or so. Okay, let's see if I can add this yore. Well, let's see if I can add this yore without with it keeping it straight. Probably should have put it on first. To move it over a little bit. It's going to be snug, and I think we're okay. I think I did go a little bit uphill on that first one, but I'm going to leave that attached and just chalk this quick. Let's see if I move that. Oh, it's not too bad. Okay. Now I've got it stuck down to my backing. I'm not too worried about whether this really looks too underneath there. Get some firmness under it. I think that's okay. I think the lettering's such that it can be a little bit forgiving for straightness because the letters aren't sitting straight one to another. Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? Live TV, you gotta love it. See how this works out for us. Is everyone waiting with bated breath? I bet you are. Honey. And how high was I there? Okay. Should have my paste a bit closer. I can feel the silence. Oh, you're going to post a few tomorrow? Smaller, 2 different sizes. Oh, good. Yeah, definitely post some. Let me see what they look like. It's one thing that's great about this product is you really can chalk on anything. So you can make your own surfaces, you can get surfaces from the dollar store, you can do just about anything. I find I make a lot of my own surfaces. I do like working on canvases, and then I just put a very simple frame around it. I don't think I have one here that's, I can show you, that's handy for the simple frame. Actually, I do up there. Maybe I'll show you after. Simple, simple, simple. How's that? Almost where your honey is. That's not too bad. Now, let's put this way. Alrighty. Oh, maybe we'll use the white. We'll get some bees buzzing around. Let's dry the lettering up. You like it? And all dry. All right. I was thinking that I would add some of these honeycombs around it. So maybe I'll put those on before I get bees buzzing. I'll start with one down here. I'm not going to be able to get it off the backing. So I'm thinking if I put that one there, it'll bring that in just a little bit closer. And then I might be able to work the other one off it. I don't think it matters if these ones are particularly straight. I'll move my cloth down a bit lower there. Oh, this needs a stir for sure. So this one looks a little bit odd because it froze in the winter in shipment, and it's not quite the same smooth consistency as my other paste, but it still works great. Well, it's not too bad, it's coming around. If any of you have issues with any paste that arrived, don't stir it. You can message me and I will help you out with what to do with it and how to work it out to get a nice smooth consistency from it. All right, so we're going to use some nice bumblebee yellow. This is a little bit wet. Did some dishes before I started today. Got some of my squeegees all cleaned up. This will be a nice pop of color, I think, and then we'll use some yellow on our bumblebees. Stick them well. If I can work it off this one. I'm just going to put that in the water for now. And dry this one up. How did you like that video? Well, I certainly hope it helps, Shelley, because it was a bit of an issue as we were going through the winter, and a bit concerning when our paste was showing up frozen. Okay, so I want to try and line this up. So if that fits that way, I wonder if I can fit this way. I don't think that's too bad there. Well, there's always one way to find out, isn't there? Not exactly the way I want to find out, but I think I'm going to go with that. That's going to take me up to there. Well, let's find out. We're chalking by the seat of our pants tonight, folks. Let's see how well I got those. It's hard when you can't see through, but I think there's enough of a guideline with the other edges that I should be okay. Oh, looks good. I like it. I might use it one more time and just bring my honeycomb up this way a little. You can reuse your transfer without washing it in between if you move kind of quickly. So that's what I'm going to try and do here, is move quickly. I think I'm going to go into that little spot, so I better dry that right up. You know what? This actually isn't hard to line up at all, because each of the honeycombs kind of fit into the next. And I think I'm only going to do maybe these 3. And I might have to wash it. I think I'll be pushing my luck if I try and do any more. So there we go so far. What do you think? Oop, this way. I don't want to put too much on, but I think I need just a little bit, something there. Might put a little honeycomb there, and we'll just fill it in with bees. I think that's what we'll do. See how well that goes. So we'll get this honeycomb out so we can get it ready to go. All right, what am I looking for? A sponge. So you're starting to get nice weather out on the East Coast, Tammy? Are you still with us here? We're starting to get some nice weather here in Ontario. Hopefully it stays. We're going to have some rain coming, but I guess April showers. Hopefully I still have flowers in my garden. I've got a couple of golden retrievers that do damage to my garden. They like to dig. So hopefully my gardens come up not too bad this year. All right. So we're fresh and ready to go again. Pull my cloth down. Let's see where we can line this up here. I think we might do this one. And I might just take these three again. Sorry, I'm focusing. Oh, is it still cold and windy out there, Tammy? That's not good. When do you start getting nice weather normally? Is, I guess we're still pretty early April. There. And then I am going to put them just a little bit down here, and I think I'll overlap my beehive. Get a little layering going on. Are you near Truro, Nova Scotia? I think that is kind of cool with the tides out there. We did go watch, I guess there's one river in particular where the water comes in with the tides coming, and that was pretty cool. Yeah. Don't know if I'm crazy about my other little, swipe, my other little beehive down here, but, well, we'll keep going with it. This camera being backwards really messes with me. Messes, messes, messes. All right, so let's do some buzzing bees. I'm dropping some. Just paper, okay. Okay, so we have some buzzing to do. So we can put one there. I think this is the cutest part. And let's do our buzzing in white. This is a pretty easy one. One swipe and you're done. Cute. How about we make one go up through to the top here and put a bee up by the top of the S. We're winging it, guys. Let's see. Oh, I think that's going to be cute. Can you see that up there? Let me show you. I like that. You see it going up near the S there? We'll put a bee at the top of that. Just a little bee. Look like they're buzzing around the hive. And maybe put one down here. It's stuck to me. too bad. A little bit darker right there. Challenging it by using it that many times. Get into the water. And I do have one other one. How about we add some bees? I've got a very small, just a curly Q one here. So why don't we add some bees and then we'll see if we have a good spot for that one. Love this bee. Love them. So I think I'm going to put him, up here. Feels pretty good. All right, so what if we do his wings in white? I would do the rest of them all in yellow. It's not really, usually they got black legs, but I've got a black background, so I can't really do that. So why don't we do his wings in white, and we'll do the rest in yellow, and we'll see how that looks. And we're going to use the multi-tool for this because we're working in a small area. This is one of my favorites. A little too much paste. Could maybe do his legs in, copper, maybe, and his body, maybe that's a good idea. Copper's a good color. What do you think, copper? Challenging my fine motor skills here, guys. All right. How about we wipe this off and we'll use it again. Seeing if I see one of my other really small ones. You know what? I'm going to make a nice small one. So if you ever need a small squeegee, I'm just going to cut my mini one in half. Then I'll get you into those smaller areas. And then just an option so I don't keep cutting my wiping my multi-tool off. Okay, so Shelley says copper or gold. So there's copper, and gold is hiding back here. There is the gold shimmer. Losing my squeegee. What do you think, copper or gold? Let's take a vote. What do you think, Tammy? I'm going to do his body in yellow as we wait to see what we're going to do his legs in. I'm going to lift his wings up because they've been sitting there for a little while. Whenever you're working with a little more detail, you don't want the paste to dry in the silk screening. So you can just lift it up like you see me doing here. Just lift the paste out of those areas and then you can keep working in your next area. So has anybody been watching any good movies? Copper it is, all right. Any good movies to recommend? What was the one we watched the other night? Oh, I watched that one with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. Brad Pitt, I think, won Best Supporting Actor. It was a little odd. I don't know if we truly enjoyed that one. I'm going to do his antennas in yellow, just add the contrast here, so they don't look like legs. Then, what was the one I rented the other night? That was a, it was a little, the one with Fox News from the 80s. I can't remember what the name of that one is called. Does anyone know that one? It has Charlize Theron in it and Nicole Kidman. That one wasn't too bad. A little bit odd. A little bit odd. All right. Maybe too many colors, guys. Maybe too many colors. What do you think? Ooh, let's find them there. Too many colors? I can go back over them and limit some of the colors. I think I might leave his legs in yellow or white. I might go over them after and do that, but we'll keep moving on. Okay, we need those other bees. Threw them in the water and I didn't mean to do that, but I guess we're going to change the colors. We kind of have to, eh? Clean them up quick. I think we'll use the big bee at the top, or maybe a big bee over on the other side might be good. What do you think? Too many colors? Pops? You like it? You like them too, Tammy? All right. And he's ready to go again. If you guys haven't been wiping your transfers off with a paper towel after you wash it, I've started doing that quite a while ago, and I actually like it a lot better. Like, look at, that's really sticky. I kinda like it. All right. So, it'd be nice if we did this in white. We really have more options with the bumblebee. So we'll go back to using white on the wings, you think? Should I do the same color scheme again, or should I just change it up a little bit? What are you thinking? You agree? A little busy? Busy? Okay. Maybe I'll leave his legs white. I'm making a decision on the fly here. And I'll leave his antennas yellow. We'll see what that looks like, and I can always overlay on the other side and clean it up a little bit over there. Make it in nice and close. It's got a mind of his own, I think. Oh, you like the 3-colored bee? Sorry, I just made it a 2-colored bee. See what happens when I'm looking down and not paying attention to you guys? It's too bad you couldn't reach out and just tap me. Say, smarten up. right, let's see what this one looks like. Maybe the one with the gold legs. Oh, I think I like it better. I think the one with the gold legs maybe will make her the queen bee. Because she's got gold. See that guy? Kind of like him as opposed to that one. What do you think? What's your favorite? So is it a big bee at the top or a little bee? Maybe a little bee. I think we'll go little. And a couple of those ones. But this guy, maybe we could sit him on the top of the beehive. Or sit him maybe on one of the letters. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe I'll use that guy at the top. Or she is a big guy. Yes, that's true. That's true. You'd use purple and green. You know what, Tammy? You'd get along well with my daughter. My daughter loves purple and green together. She actually had her walls in her room done that color, but she actually had really cool colors of a deep eggplant purple and then a matching deep. In our colors here, it'd be almost like a deep pesto green, not a bright green, but a muted green. It was actually quite nice. Okay. What did I do with, there it is. Do this little guy at the top. Can you guys see up here at the top where I'm working? No. I'll move back a little bit. This takes a little more finesse. He's a smidge bit smaller, that's for sure. Okay. And yellow. This would be a real challenge to try and get gold legs on him, or the copper legs on this little guy. All right. There he is. Oh, that's not too bad. Can you see him at the top? Now maybe I should do a little loop-de-doo over here. Let's see what's happening over here. Try and work quick before my paste dries on this little guy here. And then we can do our tags. I might have to clean up some of these transfers to do our tags with them. See which way's up. As we're getting the concentrating phase. Just gonna set my tag there to keep that lifted off my other part. and the yellow. It's riveting, eh? Are you guys sitting on the edge of your seat? I bet you are. Waiting to see what this little guy comes out looking like. I think it's going to be cute. Cute, cute, cute. And then tomorrow I will finish this up and I will put a cute little, just a rustic frame. I won't put a custom, well, I guess it's custom, but I'm not going to use my custom framing frames because I do the custom framing here as well. I will just do, I will just do a cute little 1/4 inch or 3/4 inch wooden trim type frame. Need to fix his leg here. I think you dried on me a little bit. That's okay, we're a little rustic. Alright. He isn't perfect, but he's okay. So there we are. Not too bad. Oh, where's that other little bee? I was going to put him on a letter. What do we do with him? Here he is, right there. So, what if I put him, what if I put him on the E of honey? That would be kind of cute. I think anyway. And I can't get it off my backing. There we go. I'll just have him sit on the E. Perfect. That's going to be cute. So we'll start with our yellow and we'll do his back end. I guess I have to go up through his body, don't I? Okay, let's get some white in here then. And finish off with some yellow. So I've gone from the yellow, the white to the yellow because a little bit of the white gets mixed with the yellow. It's not as noticeable as if my yellow gets mixed in with my white. So I overlapped a little bit on my white and then just added some yellow into it. And he doesn't look too bad there. You see him on the E there? Not too bad. So there we go. I'll hold it back so you can see it. It's not too bad, kind of fun. I love the little buzz lines in it. I truly do. I need a bigger camera. I need a wide angle lens to work and get this all in. Transfer stuck to me. There we go. There we are. So we'll put a little frame around it and I will set that down here for a second. How about we play around with a gift tag or two. Well, my backing's over off to the side so we can put everything back on after. And my tape in there. The tape went for a walk. I should have some in my drawer here. I want to tape across and just work on the top half of it. All right. Brand new transfer. brand stinking new. And my scissors are right here. Actually, you know what? I may not use this transfer. I think I just had an idea as I was about to do that. I thought of it earlier and then unthought it. I am going to put the honeycombs on the bottom of that, I think. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. That's that one. Where's the other one? I have some dishes to do after. Was the other honeycomb one a little bit bigger? Let me find it. Yes, it is. I think I'll use it actually. I must have this one to clean. We might as well finish cleaning it. And if your transfers start to lose their stickiness, just use a Lysol wipe or a disinfecting wipe on them, and it will bring your sticky right back until it gets really old, and then it's a little bit harder to bring your sticky back. But if you have a transfer that you really, really like, you can keep it going. You just have to be a little more careful and kind of hold it down. If it's not sticking too well, just hold it down and just chalk very, very carefully, and you can make it work for you. You probably don't want to do that with all your transfers every time, but if you have a favorite, it certainly helps. All right. So I want to do, you know what? I'm going to do two, I think. So one will be like this with a bee on it, I think. And we'll do it with the yellow. And then the other one, I'm going to take Honey Bee Farms, established 1894, and I think I'll put them in a line down it, all lined up. I want a big squeegee for this one, a bigger squeegee than what I've been using there. Are you still with us, Tammy? You haven't fallen asleep yet? It's a little bit later out where you are. Oh, that's kind of cute. I like it, I like it. All right. So, you're really getting a lesson on cleaning transfers tonight, aren't you? But you can see how you can use them over and over. Obviously, if you can kind of move your transfer along like we did with this honeybee, your transfer is going to last a little bit longer. The fewer cleanings, the better. But they work great. Okay, what was I looking for? I want the little curly Q. There he is. All right, I'm gonna give this a quick little dry. 11:30 there now. Are you a night owl, or are we honing in on your sleep time right now? Okay, so let's bring A little curly Q in from the side. And we're gonna make this black. I haven't had my black yet today. I'll have to reach for it. And we'll use our multi-tool. Black's starting to get a little thick. Just need a little smidge. Actually, could have waxed and fuzzed this one here. Might have been a good idea. I think that stuck so well. I'm going to fuzz it. Just using a towel here. A dry spot. What time are we at now? So you're about an hour. That's not too bad. I was thinking I guess I was thinking more Newfoundland. They're an hour and a half off from us. Dry, and we'll use a bumblebee again. Put them up here, and actually we can use black this time. And black needs a little spritz of water. Okay, so why don't we keep him black and yellow. This is going to be a bit of a challenge to do the way the bumblebee is. Well, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to put a little bit of black along the edge to his feet. And then we'll do the yellow stripes in the center, I think. The yellow up the center, actually. Because where you see the blue is where it's going to be the color that shows from the underneath. And so it's going to show white wherever you see the bluey green color. So it's not like I have a black background and I put the yellow and I get the black and white striping. It's not going to work like that on this one. And here I was complaining that I was working on a black background before. Well, I don't normally work with a stir stick, but it just seems to be doing the trick right now. Okay, let's see what I can do with this yellow here. This might be testing my dexterity a little bit. How steady I am. So I'll put a bit of color down the middle, and then I'll try and work out to the edge. put yellow here. Maybe I'll do a black stripe through the middle, trying to bring in some of that black. I should have started with the black, with the yellow, right? I know you guys are all thinking it, aren't you? I know. Watching me struggle here. I really should have started with the black, or with the yellow first, and then the black could cover it, the darker color. Why not challenge myself? Why not? Okay. Do a bit of yellow down here. Oh gosh. Why didn't you guys reach out and tap me again and tell me do the yellow first, then the black? I don't know what I was thinking. I'll try this. Maybe I need a buzzer. I have a buzzer that you guys can zap me or buzz me and tell me to smart. Don't make your life so difficult, girl. Do yellow first. Okay, I'm just about done messing with this. All right. Let me just try and get rid of some of this excess up here. Get it into the little... All right, I'm done messing with it. Well, my wings dried. Oh well, live TV. It's not too bad. I can actually fix it up a little bit here. My antenna's missing a little. And then a little bit right here. Just get my paint to the end. This is where I fuss with stuff. I'll fuss with it after. Anyway, there he is there. My wing stuck a little. But he looks rustic. I can take a little paintbrush and just fix that. We have to learn from what you do. Good and bad. Thanks, Shelley. So don't do it that way. Lay the lighter colors first and then the dark colors on top. It'd be a lot easier. You wouldn't have to watch me do that. All right, so now, how about we do one other take and we'll put that wording down it. We'll see what I can do with that. I don't really want to cut the transfer part, but we'll see what we can do. Well, worst comes to worst, we just don't use it. So when you see me come back on tomorrow night with a finished project, if you guys aren't here, nobody will ever know. Ever know. Right? You guys won't tell anybody. Soaking. Let's clean this up a little bit. We'll use the black. Put the gold away, the copper. Right, and I don't think we need the white. We're going to use all black for this part. Cover and paste. As long as it's not wet, we're good. rid of those. I have another tag right here. I think I might use this after I put my yellow away. I might use this right down the center and just find where I want this, and then I'll just write over it, so then it's all kind of speaks to itself. It all blends, it all goes together. We'll keep the theme going. That's the word I'm looking for, theme. You're not telling? Oh, you're telling. Oh my God, Shelley. You better not tell on me. No way, man. Nothing like doing a live for the whole world to see though when you do stuff like that. But you know what? Yeah, you live and you learn, and it's good for everyone to see us mess up. There we go. Let that. All right. So, just added a little bit of honeycombs, oops, this way. And I'm just going to chalk right over top of that. That just kind of pulls everything together and keeps it a little more uniform. Try that really quick, won't take but a second. There we go. All right, you ready to see if I can line all this up? Let's see, how about we fuzz it? I think I threw my fuzzy cloth somewhere. I don't mind using my black towel, it just leaves a lot of black lint on it. A little bit hard. It's not as pretty as the green lint that matches the transfer. All right. How about we do establish? Why don't we work from the bottom up? Well, I can actually see through the transfer, so this may not be too bad. This may not be so bad at all. It may not be the train wreck I was thinking it might be. Get our excess off. Okay. First part. Okay, so if we do honey bee farms, so I'm going to go up a little bit higher on farms. Doesn't look too bad. Not too bad. Dry it up quick. Pretty good right there. Looks pretty centered. Not too bad. Dry that up. Yeah, take a mistake and fix it. Or say it's rustic. No, we can fix most mistakes, that's for sure. We sure can. Okay, I just want to get honey centered here. I think that's probably pretty good. A bit of black on me. At least I got it in the right spot over the lettering I'm about to chalk on. All right. And put this at the top. Yeah, I think I might use the whole transfer. And we'll just stop a little short. So there's a little embellishment at the top, if you can see it there. I'll center that up a little bit higher. And then maybe I'll just stop after the little blips there. I think that even looks straight. Got a little off center. This was a bigger project tonight, wasn't it? Okay, I'm going to go with that. We're going to, maybe I shouldn't, no, I'll just keep it in black. I was going to say maybe I should do it in yellow. The yellow doesn't show up as brightly on the white, so we'll just leave it in the black. Leave well enough alone. Quit messing with stuff, right? All right. That in the water. Rest of my dishes over there. And there's our two tags. I might relay that bumblebee. Maybe I'll just leave them all in black. Oh, yeah, Honeybee Farms. Not too bad, too bad. What do you think? Should I try and fix them? Should I leave well enough alone? Why don't we try and fix them? If you don't like what you do, let's see if we can fix them. I'm really not that pleased with him over there. This the honeybee we're talking about on this other tag. Not pleased with him at all. So, what you can always do, you're never stuck with what you've got, as we've been talking about, is just relay them. And you just find your design, and you'll see how easily he lines up again to your design. There we go. Shift his body a little bit. And we'll just make him entirely black. got this song going through my head right now. Anybody watch TikTok? If you don't start, because it's very addicting. And everybody does these dance moves, but they'll use the similar song over and over and over again. And I've got one of those tunes running over and over and over again in my head. It's kind of fun to watch some of the people dance, and all ages do it. So you've got parents getting in with their kids and that. So some of them are kind of fun. We've got some good dancers doing it. Some of those dances, if you've ever watched it, some of those dances, I don't know how they move their feet like that. I honestly don't. And they do demonstration type videos. So you could actually watch how they do the moves and mimic them. I think I'm going to take that right there. You can mimic them, and they'll show you how in slow motion how they do each thing. But I don't know, as soon as they speed it up and they start doing it quickly, I don't know how, honestly, they move like that. I really, really don't. It's amazing. But the song sticks in your head. And it's been running around in my head for about 3 days now. Not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Yeah, fix him. Okay, well, he's a little bit thicker. He's bold. He's not too bad. Covered up the yellow. So, there's our 2 tags. So we can actually hang them like that. Maybe we should hang them like that, cover the bee. And here's our finished project. With our 2 tags. So I think what I'll do is probably put a bow on it, probably a burlap bow, and then hang the tag somewhere up here on the frame. Something along those lines. Don't want to cover anything up, but maybe I'll have them hang down into here with a burlap bow and a very simple frame. Yeah, it's a little bit more involved with this fella tonight. He's not too bad. I don't mind him at all. What color frame do you think? Should I go with a stained wood frame? I think if I go black, I'm going to lose it. I could go white. I'll show you what type of frame I'm talking about. I've got one right up here. And like I said, it's a very simple 3/4 inch trim, I think it's pine trim piece that I picked up at a home improvement store. There we go. And it's just painted up and distressed, and it's just something just to finish the edges of it. If I had a canvas that was the really thick ones, I wouldn't be so concerned with finishing the edges, but because it's I guess it's a 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch thick canvas, I just feel like it just needs something along the edges just to finish it. This guy here isn't finished. I don't know if you can see him behind me here. Well, either of those guys there. They're not too bad. They might be okay for a bathroom, a little more casual space. But I'm thinking with this guy too, I might do a frame like this one and finish him up too. Finish up his edges. So it's just me. I could do a custom frame on it, but sometimes I feel like they're overdone for the casualness of a chalk piece. So I try and keep them kind of casual. Kind of casual. You think grayish? Yeah, grayish stain maybe. I could do it. I could do a bright yellow one. That's a little bolder, a little fun. I'm gonna take my bee off with my finger there. It's not quite dry. Kind of cute. I think my favorite part are the buzz lines and the little bee on the E. I think that's my favorite part. So that is tonight's piece, and I will finish it up, and I'll show you tomorrow night. I'll come on tomorrow night, and that's Sunday the 4th? 5th. Sunday the 5th. And what I'm thinking of doing tomorrow night is I'll do a cute little project with these cute little icons, some chalk chips, and we'll do a nice kids project. And this is great, might be great for the little ones while they're home, and we can make a memory game tomorrow night. And I think I might do some Easter eggs tomorrow night. Which are these guys? I don't know. That one doesn't have great color for the camera, but I think we'll do up some Easter eggs. We might add some bunny ears on, if you can see up above on the shelf there, and we'll do some nice Easter projects. All right. Well, I hope you can join me tomorrow night. Bring some friends. We'll have a chalking party, and I'll get this thing framed up for us. See you later. Bye, Tammy.